It's your girl Kate to come back to you right now. Right now I'm Dunkin' Donuts again. I'll be here like every single day. I feel like I have no life at this point because I don't. I did a lot of stuff today, but yes. Anyway, not even the point, guys. Subscribe. What is it? My brain has been in a fog all day. Like simple stuff, I'll be like, my brain is just not clicking. I just don't know what it is. So subscribe, like, share down below. Somebody actually suggested this topic to me, so that's why I'm talking about it. Yes, if you have suggestions, I will take it into consideration and I will do a video. Like, why not? I don't have that many subscribers right now anyway, so anything you say, I could pretty much do at this point. And hopefully I get this up today. I really, as you know, try to film. I mean, not film every day, but to give a video every day with my phone situation. It's been a struggle. The video I did the other day didn't even get to like, it didn't even, it still hasn't uploaded and I don't understand why, but a video I did after uploaded. It doesn't make no sense, but whatever. So that's basically about time. Alright, if you don't know, if you're new here, I live in a shelter in New York City, and it's called a family shelter, and it's called PATH, right? I hope you can hear me, because if you can't hear me, I have to record it all over again. And yeah, so I was in a shelter called PATH in New York City. Well, the shelter system. The shelter I ended up for the longest time was called The Landing. So a person asked me, they want to know about the operating system and how it works. I probably should have asked them more about what they want me to answer for them particularly, like, you know, in specific. I don't really know what they want me to tell them, but I'm gonna do the best I can. And if the person watches this video and they still have more questions, you know, comment down below. If you're watching and you actually been in a shelter or in a shelter right now, you could also comment more information down below. So at first, you know, you go into PATH. There's this big building in the Bronx, and that's where the family shelters are, right? So I went. It was so sad. The first couple of times I went, they denied me, but I was, you know, sad, whatever, and I ended up getting, like, somebody else helping me and things like that. But the second time I went in the shelter, that's like the second time, but after a year and change, 2015, right? I finally got in, and it was just a long process. They dig up in your life 2 years, like, prior. They want to know where you are, because the thing about it, they make it seem like they want to help you, but they really don't want to help you. They're trying to pawn you off to somebody else who could take care of you, because the city doesn't want to do it themselves. And the crazy thing to me, they have all the space in New York City, like vacant apartments. All they gotta do is basically build it up and, you know, be good. But honestly, public, I don't know if it's all buildings. I only lived in 2 buildings in my whole life, and I only lived in 1 building before that. Before I lived in my apartment now, I only lived in a building for 11 months. I never had this problem, but I don't know. So this is a sidetrack. This is a story inside of a story. The reason why it's been a lot for me also this past week and a half, I didn't really talk about it, but my building hasn't had water properly for a couple of days straight. It's been on and off with the water, or on and off with like no water at all for hours at a time, from the daytime to nighttime. So I have to wait till 11, and I can't go to bed without taking a shower, unless I'm like dying sick. So I have to wait till 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, when the water actually comes back on, to actually take a shower. And it's ridiculous, if you ask me. So, that's what's been going on. It's just, and then I have no heat. I haven't had no heat I can't even think when the last time I had heat, because it's been so daggone long. Like, it's crazy. And I just don't understand it. I want to eat some candy, but I'm like, I need to stop. I've been eating candy for the past, like, 45 minutes, watching my show. I was watching some doctor shows called Does Something with the A. You know what it is. And it's based, I believe in New York City too, so whatever. But I don't know if it's filmed in New York, but when they talk about this, like New York, I believe it's in New York City when they talk about it in the show. Not even the point. That's gonna bug me out. Oh my god. Anyway, So the whole process was like you go in, you bring paperwork in, they ask you all these questions for the past 2 years, and they give you 10 days. So if they tell you to bring in, if they tell you to bring a certain kind of paperwork, they'll go to the person's house and like, oh, can you take this person in? Because I've known people who said they came to their house, whatever. They say they're not gonna take them. Like they have to tell a person, so you're not gonna take me in, or if you're not cool with that person, the person doesn't want you in their house anyway. So if I'm talking fast, guys, just slow. Press the button on the side to slow my talking. Sorry. What else happened? You go in. It's just you. To me, it feel like you feel like, oh, how the hell did I get here? I really failed in life right now to be in a situation, to be in a shelter. It was crazy. So so you go in. You have to wait for your number to call. They have several floors. They have like a DV, I don't know if it's a DV floor, but people who have like DV cases go certain places. People who have, I feel like different, depending on what your problem is or whatever, I feel like that's how it is. I really don't know how they do each floor, but I feel like I've been on about 2 or 3 floors, not including the basement. And so, I don't know, they had me all over the place, doing a lot of things. One good thing, they have food for like babies. They have baby food there. They have milk, they have bottles, they have Pampers, they have cereal. So I used to go there every time and ask for that big thing of cereal. And I'll keep it with me because some shelters don't give you food for babies like that. I've been to, I think, 2 out of the 4 shelters I had gave you baby food. Most of them doesn't give you Pampers either. Like, depending where you are, I guess the funding, I thought that because the city owns all of, basically is in charge of them, that's depending on how much money they got. But apparently, I don't know what it is, or they're supposed to be operating the same, but not all of them have Pampers. People don't want to give you, they don't want to give you toilet paper. Like, some shelters, the shelter I was in at the landing, I would ask them for toilet paper, they say I don't have any, or we don't give out toilet paper. You don't give out if I'm not working and I'm living here and I'm homeless, I feel like I should get some toilet paper. It doesn't make any sense why toilet paper is not given to me if I'm not working and I'm at the shelter. I'm not living in my house and don't have the money. I'm not even in the shelter, the city owned. Basically, when I was working, my tax money went into the shelter. That's why you're getting paid. That's why I have places to stay right now, because my taxpayer money, that's what made no sense to me too, if you think about it. If you're a taxpayer and you're going in a shelter and you used to work, all those tax money is technically paying for your rent. So why is it so hard to get in when you need help? Like, they make you pull an arm, a leg, a titty, everything just to get a place to stay. Like, I don't understand. If you're homeless, you need the help. But I don't think they care enough. Like, they act like they care, but they don't. I see people get attitudes with, like, people who's, like, behind a thing, or if it's a language barrier, it seems like it's a problem. I'm like, bro, you know, New York City, not even America, New York City is a melting pot of people. Why in the world you need more people who could either speak could speak bilingual, different languages, or get somebody to help somebody. If you don't understand what they're saying, get somebody to help them, point blank. So you get in when you in pad, they make you go to different floors. They ask different questions. They prod you. They ask you different houses you live in, numbers of the people you used to live with, what happened to that place, things like that, right? After they ask all of that, they send you to the basement. The basement is basically where they call different places and ask them, oh, do they have different places, or how many like beds, I guess, or rooms they have available. And they have a lot of different places in New York. Then after that, they have the buses, the yellow cheese buses, and I want to say vans too, but I only been in the buses. I think I was I in a vehicle too, or a van? I remember always being in a bus. I don't know. I don't remember any other vehicle. Probably I was in a different vehicle at one point. I feel like I was in a van at one point too. But I remember very, like, in my mind, the yellow buses. They use a lot of yellow buses, like cheese buses. If you know what that is, regular, the big, if you're not from here, from America, because people from other countries do watch me, basically big buses, but it's yellow buses they usually use for school kids. They use it for this, occasion also. So they fill people up for certain, like, we're going to certain areas, and whoever's going closest goes first home, and whoever's going further away goes home, go to that shelter after. So they'll call you by your name. They'll put you in the bus if you want a bus. If you don't need a bus, if you could get where you're going by yourself, because sometimes the bus takes hours. When I tell you hours, the bus takes forever, ever to get there. Okay? So it'd be crazy. I'm gonna get back to that part too, because the one day I came late to the place of path, they put me overnight. And they took a bus. I went to like this makeshift apartment building where had they have like a 2 or 3 bedroom apartment building. I'm going in to stay overnight. I was like, this is clear space because people who are homeless like stay as a regular apartment. They're using it. I'm like, it don't make no sense, but whatever. I don't work with the city. So getting back to the part with to put you in the cheese buses. They put you in a cheese bus. They bring you to the facility. You have to bring paperwork or whatever, and you go there. You tell them your name. Then you have to do not really an orientation, but an orientation. They have to make you sign paperwork. They ask about your social. They give you actually a birth certificate. They ask you for basically all the paperwork Pat asked you for. They ask for that again, and I'm like, I'm confused. Did y'all not get the paperwork when they said, like, why would they just not send it or fax it over to where I'm going? And they know that I'm going there. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, to fill out stuff, what school your kid go to, what this and that, patty whack, give a dog a bone kind of thing. And it's so annoying, especially if you're getting over there mad late, and you're like, it's 10 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night. Why in the hell do I have to do this stuff right now? Sometimes you'll be nice and make you fill out like a first page or second page, and the next day you come, you get a rest, you clean off, then they'll, do it. But some people want you to fill out the information right there and then so they know who's in the building and things like that. And some of them want you to do like medical information, because not all of them make you do it. I've been to 4 and only one of them asked me to do medical stuff, like make sure you don't have any diseases bringing in. I'm like, bro. And what else they make you do? So they make you fill out the paperwork. Then they give you a caseworker, and they give you a housing specialist depending on where you live, because everywhere is different. But most times you get a base caseworker to help you. One place I went to didn't even have a housing specialist. I don't know what the hell is that about. Some places have counselors. Some places have laundromats. The first shelter I've been to had a laundromat inside. It was in Manhattan, so maybe that's why. But it closed at a certain time too. It was just, when I went to the shelter in the Bronx, after I came back from Jamaica, that was the hardest one, because if I'm looking from outside, it looks so dingy and nasty, and when I went inside, I was right. I was crying. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm here. This is horrible. It was really, really bad. It was just really, really bad. What else they have? Depending where you are, because not all of them have big refrigerators. Some of them have small refrigerators, but all of them have refrigerators. That's the one thing. All shelters have refrigerators. Not all of them have stoves though. So you always get a microwave no matter where, but not all of them have a stove. Because you can have a stove and a microwave, but a microwave will always be there. You can have like not really a stove, like a hot plate kind of thing. One time I got a hot plate, that thing's forever and a day to cook. I was like, I just want to go to bed, and pieces taking like hours to cook is like ridiculous. It's crazy. What else? Some of them are really a stickler on clean. Like, I went to my second shelter. They said, oh, if you don't make up your bed, we're gonna call ACS. And I'm like, what? Like, because my bed is not made. Because they want to clean, but your bed has to be made up every day. I'm like, bro, I'm not making up my bed. I have my bed a mess every day. I don't make up my bed in general. I just get out my bed, boom. I don't have time for that anymore. I don't have the mindset. I don't make up my bed now. My grandmother always told me, I know how to make up a bed. I just don't like to make a bed. I think it's a waste of time. Unless it's a guest room. And the guest room is always going to just be there and nobody's going to be using it. I feel like if a person's going in and out of a room, I feel a bed every day, I feel like it should be made up. That's something, it's not like brushing your teeth. Like, you need to do that. You need to brush your teeth and deodorant every day. I'm just saying, PSA announcement. But make up your bed, I feel like it's not a big deal, but people do it. But what do you make up your bed every day? Like, I really wonder if people really, like, I see people do it, but I feel like they do when guests are coming over. Be honest, do you make up your bed every day? Like, comment below, right? So it just, certain shelters, they don't care if you have a job or not, but they want you to come in and talk to their people every day, like every once a week or every 2 weeks. And I'm like, if you don't have a job, when I lived in Queens, they know I had a job. This is when they started making also the good thing to make certain counselors stay after 8 o'clock, like 6 o'clock when people get home, whatever, or 8 o'clock. Because I used to get home like 8 o'clock because I was like 2 hours away. I got Catania, get her from school, get her from school at like around 5:45, 6 o'clock. Took 2 hours to get home. So, you know. So, they know I have a job. They want me to not go to my job and come to a meeting. I want you to get the hell out of a shelter. Like, same thing with HRA. They want you to go to all these appointments. It's like the city doesn't have any sense. They want you to go to all these appointments, but yet they know you're working, and they want to make sure your money's staying the same way all the time. I can't keep a job if I'm coming to you all the time. There's no way I can keep a job if I'm seeing you all the time. It doesn't make any sense. And another thing they do also when you go to shelter, they make sure you go to PA, which is the HRA, which is basically welfare. And because they pay the rent, they make sure they'll get to go there so they can pay the rent to them, and you know they can have you on your little. They want to get paid. At the end of the day, it's still I guess a business. They want to get paid. They would make sure that your head is counted. So you have to go there, bring a letter from the shelter itself and say that you live there. So that's how that works too. So it's a bunch of like, they be doing too much, and I think they still be doing too much for me. And I'm like, is this really necessary though? Is this really necessary? I don't understand, but I guess to them it's necessary, so that's why they do what they're doing. What else do they do? It's just annoying. I like doing counseling. Counseling was cool. The last shelter I was in, they did, but I didn't get to, I rehearsed for it, but I didn't get to do it. They did a Christmas program. They had some heads to somewhere come over and watch us do it. I guess look at all the shelter people getting together, like, it's whatever. I like to perform, so I would have done it, but I had to do something with Catania, so I wasn't able to do it that day. So every shelter has their own things. They went on trips and stuff. I never got selected to go on a trip. Even when I wasn't working, I was like, I don't understand how I never get selected to go on a trip. Sometimes people also brought free food off the from a different business, and they donated to the shelter. But to me personally, I think certain people got picked for trips, and certain people also got picked to leave the shelter because a lot of people who are not my shade and not my nationality got to get there. Like it was like a big boom of certain kind of people was leaving the shelter, and the person who was helping them the most was the same person who looks like them. So I was like, And the crazy thing, I had told somebody this, and they know another person who's living in a shelter near me, and it's the same thing was happening to them over there. I was like, so it's not only me thinking this and trying to be crazy and thinking it's like a thing. It's a thing that's really happening, and only certain people help certain people get out of the shelter. And it's kind of crazy to me, but. Yeah, so hopefully this is what you were asking for. Thank you for the suggestion. Hope I'm not too dead. I'm in public. I'm not trying to be too loud. And people like, what the hell does she do? So I'm kind of just trying to be low key right now. So yeah, I hope you liked the video. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for being here, and you matter. Okay. Well, I thought I saw a roach, but I didn't see that.
Because all I had to do was just carry my wallet.
I want my money back. I'm sorry. But guys, later. Thank you for being amazing. Thank you for being awesome. Later, guys. Bye.